Hey, Walt here, your live music pro and guitar coach. I wanted to come on here, just do a random little live video today and just share some warm-ups that I do. So in a couple hours, I'm going to be going to go play my gig here. I have a steady gig. I play like 5 nights a week. I've been doing this for like 23 years. So I have like a little routine that I do for warming up. And I've built a course around it too. So if you're looking to get some technique, maybe level up your guitar playing, you might find these exercises helpful. So I thought I'd kind of come on here live and go through some of these and show you the warm-ups that I do and whatnot. So I've shared these before on my lives and some other videos, but here's like 3 or 4 different exercises that I have found to be super helpful for my stretching out my hands, warming up a little bit, getting a little technique, and just being able to build up your strength and flexibility. So I've shared the finger crawl, but I think today I'm going to share a couple of exercises that I found out of this book to be super helpful. And this is kind of a GIT publication, and it's classical and fingerstyle guitar techniques by David Oakes. There's a couple of exercises in here that have really transformed my guitar playing. They've helped me get to really work on technique, and I have to continue working on them. I've been playing about a long time, so since I think almost 50 years. Professionally about 40 years. So I have trouble, as you get older, you have a little bit of challenge with arthritis and tendonitis, maybe some players and whatnot. But myself, I have a little arthritis, so I have a little soreness every once in a while. I find if I warm up that a lot of that goes away, and I can get pretty good technique. I have to say, I'm 64 now, so I'm definitely slowing down a little bit. I have to be a little bit more careful with my playing. But these techniques help stretch things out, and I can play pretty well. So the first exercise he shares in here, and these are in my warm-up course that I've got, is a exercise that I found to be super helpful for your left hand, and you could do your right hand too. There's like 3 different exercises he gets into. The left supported finger exercise, which we'll get into first, and I love it because it really helps with some independence. It's helped with the independence of my fingers. And for myself, even all the years I've been playing, I can still keep working on technique. And I found my third finger, of all things, to be kind of my wonky one, man. It's the one that I have to really work on. And my fourth finger is pretty strong, and first finger is pretty good. So working on the fingerings has helped. Working on this third finger has helped a lot and helped independence a little bit through the years. But I focus on all of them. So the left support finger exercise, I started on the 5th fret. Each finger gets a fret, and I do that on the 3rd string. And you don't have to press down hard. You just put your fingers down. You don't have to press down hard. And what I do first is I put the 4th finger goes up, just up to the 5th string. And then down to the 2nd string. Let's see if I can zoom in for you here so you can see this here. And if you have any questions, let me know, and we'll definitely answer them for you. So 4th finger, 4th string, then down to the 2nd string. Then the 3rd finger, and this is the one that through the years has really helped with this independence here. So I may do this a couple of times for myself. So you're doing the same thing. You're doing the 3rd finger up to the 5th string and then down to the 2nd. And what I've done through the years, which has really helped, I'll just move this around and stretch it out a little bit. Then I do the same for the second finger. Then the first finger. Now to continue with the concept, now we're going to use what's called a pre-crab exercise. So the big exercise is the crab exercise, is the one that is super beneficial, super helpful, like in the end. But I do them all. So the second one would be, this is called a pre-crab exercise. So you're going to kind of alternate. I start here with this. You're going to go up to the fifth string again and the second string. This will be for all of your fingerings. So the first position I do is second finger, fifth string, and then the first string on the second string. And you can play them or whatever. Keep your other fingers down, but you're not going to, you don't need to press down on your other fingers, but it'd be nice to get a note. Then you alternate that. So then it's second finger on the fifth string, and then the first finger on the first string, and then you reverse that, first finger on the fifth string and second finger on the second string. Put those back, and then you're going to do your next set. So third finger on the fifth string, and then your second finger on the second string, and then reverse that. And then the last set, which right fourth finger on the fifth fret, fifth string, and then this. So you can alternate those. And I found these to be incredibly helpful for just getting technique, really getting some more independence down. And even picking, and I'll work down I'll just go ascending and descending, down the, up and down the neck. So you can pick them, you could alternate picking if you like. You can do, right? And just work down. And then the last one, which is really a nice challenge, is doing the crab exercise. And this is where you're incorporating all of these exercises together. So you have, and these you don't keep your fingers down, you can alternate. You just keep your fingers above the strings. So you're positioning again at the fifth fret. You're going to use your third finger goes on the seventh fret, fifth string, and the first finger goes on the second string, fifth fret. And then you alternate. So then your first finger is going to go, right? Then your first finger on the fifth string and your second finger on the second string. So, and then you can do, so start there, and then I do the second one, you're going to do second finger on the fifth string, fourth finger on the second string, and then the first finger on the fifth string, second finger on the second string. So you're alternating these. And then the last one, which is really nice and has really helped with independence with this third finger that I have challenges with, using the fourth finger on the fifth string and then the second finger on the second string. So, and I kind of work down the neck. And this one I find to be a super, super helpful exercise to work on. And that's helped a lot with the independence. And hey, if you're having trouble with your hands, don't be doing this if you're having sharp pains. You want to be sure that you're taking good care of your hands, that you're not struggling here with sharp pains. If you are, you need to have them looked at and whatnot. And you want to pace yourself doing these because they do take a little bit of time to get used to these. So the other exercise that I really love to do is the finger crawl exercise, and it's taught that by Barney Kessel many years ago. And I do it started at the 12th fret. I do a major 7 chord, and D major 7 chord, or you can think if you don't know what that chord is, you can basically each finger is going to get a string. So your 4th finger goes on the 4th string, and your 3rd finger goes on the 3rd string, and your 2nd finger goes on the 2nd string, and your 1st finger goes on the 1st string. So you're keeping all those down, and you don't have to press too hard, but make a chord, be able to get the chord to ring. And one of the tricks is you don't need to press down so hard that you're fatiguing your hands. Try to find a nice way to hold those note chords down to ring. So you can strum the chord or pick the chord however you would like to do that. You can figure out what works best for you. So sometimes I'll just pick all the chords. So you keep the position down, bring down your 1st finger, then bring down your 2nd finger, then your 3rd finger, and then your 4th finger. And sometimes I'll alternate pick. And cross pick. And then I go back up. Sometimes I go all the way down to the first fret, but for today, we're just going to keep this very simple. Hey, and if you're joining me live, let me know if you have any questions, and if you have any, what kind of finger exercises you're working on. If you're doing something that's really helping out your guitar playing, let me know in the comments, if you're watching this live or if you're watching later. I'd love to hear what you're doing for your guitar playing. So let's go back up now. So when you go back up the neck, you're going to start with your 4th finger this time. So your 4th finger goes up a fret, keep all your other fingers down. Then your 3rd finger. And boy, that 3rd finger for me, I always have to keep working on it. It's a really tricky one. So those are really nice, challenging exercises to do. Any sharp pains or you have aches and pains, don't do these. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of your hands and your fingers. And there's another exercise I love to do. Like I'll do like a partial chromatic, which, a lot of players already use this. I don't know how musical it is, but it definitely does help get your technique down a little better. And, you can, it's just one finger gets a fret. And I just start this on the 5th string as well. Just seems to be the best way to start this is the 5th string. So I'll do 5th string. I guess I can zoom in a little bit for you. So partial chromatic scale, which is, chromatic scale is every note in the musical alphabet. So I will do, so each finger gets a fret. I'm going to go real slow here. So I start on the, you can start on the 6th string or even the 1st string, whichever way you would like to start. And ideally, you would want to use a drum machine or a metronome. And I just don't have anything plugged in today, so I'm going to just tap my foot. So, but a drum machine or something like that would be really great for you to work with on that. Try to make them clean. And after you play the note, you don't need to press down anymore. So, and sometimes I lift them up, you know, a little bit. If you're watching live, let me know if you have any questions on warming up. So I'm doing this just to warm up my hands, since I'm going to be playing a gig here in a few hours. So I'm doing a little warm up, and this is the exercises I do fairly regularly, man, and they've helped my technique through the years. So once you get down to the 1st string, you would just reverse that. So then it's the 4th finger, then the 2nd finger, 1st finger, and you know, picking wise, you can be working on your picking as well on this. You could be doing alternate picking, or you could be doing downstrokes. So this exercise can be called, you know, a few different things: a partial chromatic scale, and then if you wanted to do the chromatic scales, which is really great too, it's a little bit more musical, you know, in the end. So you're adding one extra note per string. And these could be fingered different ways, but for right now, we'll do them like this. I have all that info in this free guitar warm-up course. And you can go to the link in the description, or I think there's a QR code too. If you're watching on TV, you can scan that. If you want to go back for the chromatic scale, bring your 1st finger back is what I do. And this does vary, you know, depending on what you're working on. In the end, the music dictates what you're doing. So, but just to warm up, get your fingers a little warmed up. So those are like 3 different really good exercises to work on technique. And you know, the cool thing about guitar, and it's not necessarily the most musical thing, but you can, you know, practice technique on guitar watching TV. You know, you've got a lot more flexibility with this than a lot of different instruments. So just to get your fingers moving, you know. So if you're, and it's not necessarily a musical thing to be randomly just playing, but anything to keep your fingers on the guitar neck will help your technique. So I, you know, there are times when I just don't want to play, or I just don't have the mental, you know, strength to like focus on stuff. I'll turn on the TV, grab a guitar, and just work on some scales, just work on stuff. And I try to play them in time, but it really helps with just getting technique down. And that's the challenge with the guitar. It's such a technical instrument, so it definitely takes some time to get down. And I'll even do hammer-ons and pull-offs. So a hammer-on is you pick the first note, you hammer on the next note. So I'll just play one note and then go to the next string, do the same thing. And then I'll pull them off. So you pick the first and then pull off. So and then I'll just go back and forth. Just do one pick. So all hammer-ons and then a pull-off. Then pull them off. I won't even pick the pull off. I'll just do the whole thing. So these are kind of like little Joe Pass. If you're a jazz person, you know, these are like could be bebop type of lines. So there you go. There's your like 4 different exercises that can really build some flexibility in your hands, dexterity, coordination, stretching, being able to give you some dexterity and technique that can really help a lot. Some of those things, like I said, you can do them in front of the TV or some sort of distracting. If you're watching a movie, anything to grab your guitar and play, it's a good thing. So not as musical, but if you're struggling just to pick the thing up to get better, man, grab it and just play it. Just play it, you know, in front of a TV or whatever you need to do, or your computer while you're doing something else. So I'm going to give, here is a few hand stretches that I'll do. And a lot of these stretches, man, I'll do them while I'm driving, going to the gig. I do a few little vocal warm-ups too when I'm, you know, while I'm driving it to the gig. So I'll stretch the wrist out. I bring the left hand straight out, turn the wrist, and then with my right hand, I'll grab the fingers and kind of pull towards me gently. You don't want to hurt yourself, right? You want to be careful when you do this. And let them stretch, you know, stretch it out. I kind of hold them about 5 to 10 seconds. And then I'll go the reverse. So I'm turning my wrist turning my fingers up to the ceiling, and I'll gently pull towards me. And I found these to be super helpful for flexibility. You know, as I've gotten older, I've had to really stretch more since you know, I've been playing so long and just arthritis, and it's not major, but it's enough to where if I warm up and stretch, it really helps a lot. And then I'll open up my hand, take my thumb, push this down to the floor, not too, you know, gently. If you have any sharp pains or super aches and pains, you don't want to be doing this. You need to see a doctor before you do these if you're having trouble. But if you have any pains, these are great exercises. And I'll just move my fingers around. Then I'll turn my thumb to the floor. Bring my fingers this way and push the thumb back. Then I'll do my other fingers, just pressing them back towards the floor. These are just super helpful for just warming up. Do the thumb again this way. Then I'll turn my wrist this way. And I'm just going to do one hand. I'm going to play a couple of tunes just to warm up a little bit for my gig today. And, you know, if you're here live, let me know if you got any questions, and I'll try to answer them for you. If you got any requests, let me know. All right, I'm pretty warmed up. I'm going to do the right hand really quick just for a minute here. So all these exercises I'm sharing with you today, I have them in my free guitar warm-up course. And I get even more in detail with them, and I give you some concepts on practice, maybe some good ideas on how to practice, working with time frames, slowing down so you can play faster, and just some basic practical tips that you might find useful for your guitar playing. So there you have it. There's some great little warm-ups. I'll do the wrist too. I'll just do like a praying position and turn the hands down. Go to the left, press left, and then right. I'll just stretch out my fingers, man. And actually even hold the fingers back with the thumb press. So it's kind of like I'm doing yoga for guitar. I never thought I'd be doing that, but when you've been playing as long as I have, having some flexibility really helps a lot. Can really help. So there you have it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And, if you're looking for some new exercises, you might find these to be pretty helpful. And there's a course available. I have a course available, and man, it's absolutely free. It's a video course, and you can check everything out there and get in depth with these exercises. Also, if you're looking for a guitar coach, someone to give you you want to start doing some lessons with, I have slots available for that. So I would love to work with you. And within there too, I have a free, consult if you want to hang out for a little bit, and we can figure out if I can help you out. If you go to primevibemusic.com, you can find all that info there. And I think with that, I'm going to just play a few tunes for a few minutes, and then I'm going to get out of here. And I'll shut up and play for a little bit. I think I'm going to tune this a little better. So I guess for your info, if you don't know, I guess I should share a little bit on this guitar I've got. This is kind of a interesting guitar. It's called a Rainsong. It's a graphic. It's graphite. It's made out of graphite. It's carbon fiber. And it's an amazing instrument in the sense of, I live in Arizona, and it's very hot out here. I can literally leave this in the car in the heat or in the cold, and it does not change whatsoever anything on the instrument. So I don't play it like I used to. I'm usually playing my beautiful Adamas, but I thought I'm doing a little bit of testing today too. I'm running my guitar directly into the mixer, the Bose mixer today, and just doing a little bit of just some simple effects with it, just to check things out. And so I'll review this later to see how it sounds, and let me know how it sounds here. So I'm digging this guitar. The Rainsong's really cool. Unfortunately, the company is no longer in business, but these are just one of them. If you're a working musician, it's a really great instrument because you really don't need to take care of it too much, do much with it. So with that, I'm going to play a couple of tunes and I guess sign off. So let me know if you got any requests or you need any help there with any guitar playing questions, and I'll see if I can answer them for you. Here's a tune. I just love playing this tune, so I'm going to do it again today. I do it a lot during my live streams. It's called La Samba. It's a tune written by Ray Oviedo. He's an incredible guitar player. You know, instead of doing a Ray Oviedo tune, I'm just going to improvise for a little bit. So. So I'm not even just doing a little improvising. Hey, if you're out here watching live, let me know. Let me know how it sounds. You got any questions out there? So just to do a little recap. So I shot this live just to share a little bit with some finger exercises I'm doing. I'm getting ready to do a gig here in a few hours. So these are finger exercises that I love to do that really help me out just for playing. I think they can help you out too. So if you're looking for some new exercises, you might want to check these warm-up exercises out. Go to primevibemusic.com, or they'll be in the description. I'll link in the description. I think I'm going to leave you here with this song. This is a song that I wrote several years ago. It's called Desert Mountain Revisited. And I always give tribute to Desert Mountain. It's really kept me so busy for so long, 23 years. So I'm grateful to have such a steady gig. It's a rare thing that a musician has something so regularly steady, and incredible membership and staff. It's, I'm part of a family up there, so I love it. So a little drop D. I'm just tuning down my D string and just doing a little drone. So guess I was, you probably couldn't hear those last parts, so. So that's a tune I wrote called Desert Mountain. Kind of a drop D, and I'm just improvising for you today, man. I just want to play a little bit. Hey, if you're joining me live, let me know. Say hi, let me know where you're coming from. And if you're watching this later, I'd love to hear from you too in the comments. You know, if you have any requests you'd like me to play, or guitar playing questions, technique, scales, etc. So I try to go live on Wednesdays. Most Wednesdays I'm try to go live Wednesdays at like 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, Arizona time. And, you know, play some tunes, show a technique or two, and then available for questions, you know, requests or guitar playing questions. Hey, this Wednesday, though, I'm going to be going live a little later, or earlier. I think I'm going to go at 10:30 because I have another, like a cohort I'm going to be checking out at 11. So I'm going to go from, I think I'll probably go from, or noon. So I'll probably go from 10:30 to 11:30. That's my plan. So if you want to check that out, you'll be able to, you know, see that then. And I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel and like the videos, man. It really helps my reach. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, man, and have enough watch time to start a membership and to have this channel grow. I'd love to you know, help fellow musicians and guitar players, aspiring musicians, you know, get better at their instruments. So with that, I guess any questions you have, let me know in the descriptions. And I think I'm going to just play this out. And I think I'm going to do another tune. My plan today is probably not to do any material that are cover tunes, just so I can cut this thing up and do some shorts with it. So, which I would really like to do, like natively within YouTube. If I do copyrighted material with the live streams or even a recording, I can't just quickly do a clip, like a clip within YouTube. I have to go to another application. And tell you the truth, man, I don't feel like paying more money right now for more tools. My tech stack is costing me a lot of money at this point. So I'm going to do, and I've done this tune before, but this will be a good warm-up for me. It'll be interesting to do this on acoustic guitar too. So hey, man, and if you're watching this later, let me know if you have a Rainsong. What do you think of these graphite guitars, the carbon fiber guitars? I kind of dig it. I've used this for quite a while. And I call this Walt's Blues for now. That'll be something else later. Maybe today I'm going to call it the YouTube Live Blues. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So, hey, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Any questions on your guitar playing? Love to help you out with that. Also, I'll be going live this Wednesday, I think at 10:30, and hope to see you there. And for all you guitar players looking to level up your guitar game, I have a free course. It's called a free guitar warm-up course. The exercises I went on, earlier in this video. So if you have any questions on that, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love for you to check out the course. And of course, man, subscribe to the channel here. I'd love that, and like this video. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and all you that have been here live with me, I appreciate you hanging around with me during the live. And man, if you're watching this later, thanks, man, for hanging around. Appreciate it. Bye.